Hi, my name is Dave. I'm your host. You're listening to The Last Podcast, where the first shall be last and the last shall be first. If this is your first time listening, welcome. I'm happy you found me. And if you're returning, welcome back. I really appreciate you listening, and I hope you continue to find tips, ideas, and value from listening to this podcast. Today, I want to talk about the quest. Life is a journey, right? It's a quest that we're on. It's just not a casual stroll or a linear journey, but a winding path filled with mountains and valleys, surprises and detours, heartbreaks, and even breakthroughs. It's a pilgrimage where every traveler, regardless of the background that they have, is invited to discover purpose, wrestle with pain, and rise stronger than before. The journey begins by starting something new, right? It's like, I don't know about you, but it's like for me, unpacking a suitcase for a journey I've never taken. Starting something new can be exhilarating and yet terrifying simultaneously. Whether it's a new relationship, a job, a business, or a personal goal, the beginning is often fueled by hope, passion, and sometimes fear. It feels like boarding a plane for the very first time, eager to go on this adventure, but yet unaware of the turbulence we face ahead, don't it? Beginnings to me are I would say, fragile. They require belief when there's no proof yet, but they also carry a certain power because everything worth building starts with what? Courage to begin. Now, I'm not naive, and I don't believe that you are either, because, with every new thing that we start, of course, we're probably going to face a few setbacks, a few struggles, and every quest is marked by a struggle, isn't it, right? Life doesn't always roll the red carpet out for us. Instead, it often reroutes us through pain, uncertainty, or failure. These setbacks aren't just inconveniences, they test our will. We lose a job, we get heartbroken, plans fall through, illness visits, friends walk away, dreams delay. But here's the truth. Setbacks are not stop signs. They don't stop the show, to speak, right? I don't know about you. Sort of like a benchmark asking us, and I believe this. I think setbacks are like the benchmarks just asking us, hey, before you go any further, are you sure you want to do this? Are you positive? And it constantly asks you that in a way of things getting in your way, those delays, those setbacks. And it's like saying, are you sure? If so, they set us up to stretch, right? We get a chance to evaluate. We become wiser. Just like in the travel, a detour might introduce us to a more scenic route or have a danger sign ahead. Setbacks are those. They're the challenge. And I believe they kind of like challenge our expectations, if you will. So we can discover what? Our endurance. How strong we are. How bad do we want it? Right? I mean, I think we all face this at some point in time in our life. So when this happens, have you ever asked yourself, who am I? Do I have a conquering spirit? Can I learn through this? Can I grow through this? Can I adapt? Can I adjust? Or can I advance and move forward? In a world that constantly shifts, only those who adapt survive and thrive. I mean, some people break under pressure. And I've been known to break a few times under pressure, and I'm being transparent, but it's made me stronger because I had to bounce back. The conquering spirit doesn't mean you don't feel pain. It just means that you feel it, but you still move forward. You find a way and you keep going. You may have let's say if you're broken up with the love of your life, it may be painful in the moment, but it's not the end. You may have lost all your money if you was a millionaire or even a thousandaire, whatever it is. It will hurt in a moment, but if you've taken notes and educated yourself along the way, you can earn it back over time, can't you? That's the beauty of a system. That's the beauty of learning from your mistakes. So you have an idea that you can't move forward because of whatever you are saying to yourself, that self-dialogue that you may have. Have you thought, what type of person am I? Or even ask yourself, what kind of person am I in this situation that I'm facing right now? And then after you write what type of person you are, what type of person would I like to be in this situation I'm facing right now? Let's say you may have lost a loved one and you feel like it's the end of the world and you find it hard to breathe or even live. However, over time, that pain will mitigate. It'll mitigate some, allowing you to continue to live on. Some people get stuck there, some people, and believe me, I was stuck for a little while. I know that pain. There's a lot of us, there's so many of us who knows that pain. But everybody has their timetable, their own timetable, and that's okay too. But adapting to life's uncertainty and situations that we might face is about persevering. It's about overcoming. It's about also flexibility. It's about letting go of how you thought things would go or be in the situation and embracing what is in a healthy manner, like a skilled traveler rerouting when the road is closed, a conqueror, and you pretty much can navigate the storms without losing sight of your destination. So I'm talking about this because I've heard a conversation when I was eating lunch today, and it blew my mind. And I see that there are so many people out there in their conversations. It's not like that I'm eavesdropping on people, but while you're sitting there, you're pretty much off in your own little world, or you are pretty much able to listen to your surroundings. And for me, sometimes I like to listen. So when you have these setbacks in life, who do you want to be in that setback? I mean, you can adjust your goals, you can revise your timelines if things didn't go your way, and you can keep going. Life may change, but so can you. The real victory is becoming, not just arriving. While goals matter, I think the quest isn't just about reaching a destination, but it's about becoming in the journey. What am I becoming as I'm on my way to that destination? So I think the quest is huge. The quest is always a quest until death. So we're always on that quest, no matter what. Whether you choose to be stagnant in life and just live and let circumstance direct you, or you direct your own life. So I believe that becoming in that moment, becoming in the journey, becoming the person you were intended to be, because in the end of that destination, it's not what you've achieved at the end of the destination, it's who you became during the quest to that destination. It's about collecting the wisdom, not just the wins, right? It's about gaining resilience, not just the results. It's about becoming a version of yourself you never imagined possible, because in spite of the path you walked, you still became the person you wanted to be. So I'm going to end this with a short story. It's about a lady named Jessica, The Road to Rise. Jessica always played it safe. For years, she stayed in a job that paid well, but left her soul dry. Have you ever? Do you know somebody like that? Or you know somebody who's going through that? Or are you going through that? One morning, after the months of relentlessness, she decided to start a nonprofit helping at-risk youth. And believe me, it was like a childhood dream of hers. The beginning was electric. People were excited. Donations came in. Her heart felt alive. But 6 months in, the donations dried up. Her co-founder backed out. Jessica was overwhelmed. Self-doubt crept in. Bills piled up. She wanted to quit herself. One night while cleaning her office, she found an old journey entry from her teenage years. One day, I'll build something that saves someone from going through what I went through. Tears filled her eyes in that moment. That was her why. She dusted off her courage, adjusted her strategy, and started again. She launched a smaller community of events, rebuilt her network, and refined her message. Momentum returned slowly but steadily. 3 years later, Jessica stood on the stage presenting a scholarship to a young teenage girl who had just avoided dropping out of school because of the program Jessica built. After the ceremony, that girl whispered, "Thank you for not giving up. You saved my life." Jessica realized then it was never about the nonprofit. It was about the people. It was about the quest. And she had conquered it by becoming more than she ever thought she could. Well, in my final thoughts, I would like to leave you with this. Your quest won't always look like someone else's. It may start late, it may change shape, or it may even take you places you didn't even plan to travel. But it's yours, and it's meant to stretch you, mold you, and ultimately grow you. Start your journey. Survive your setbacks. Adapt when life changes. Conquer with courage, and become the person only your quest can create. You are not lost. You are becoming. Start today. My name is Dave. You're listening to the last podcast. Do me a favor, like this podcast and subscribe to this podcast. I appreciate you listening, and I thank you so much. Have a great day. So long.